cyber attacks, cybersecurity is top of mind for just about every IT leader, every business leader in the country. And I would say, yes, it is real. I heard somebody speak a couple years ago. The old saying used to be, it's not if you're going to get attacked, it's when you're going to get attacked. And now it's not when, but when again. That's how prevalent it is. And a lot of times these attacks sit idle for weeks and months. You look at the target attack. That malware sat there for a long time before it was discovered. And those are the things that keep the CIO up at night. So yes, I would say that it's worth the investment. The average data breach now costs a company about $4 million. That's a big hit to the bottom line, no matter what size company you are. So any investment that you can make to protect your systems will be well worth it. I think what's happened over time is there's so many endpoints, so many devices now that are connecting to corporate data. You've got tablets, you've got desktops, you have laptops, you have cell phones, Internet of Things. You've got all these devices that instead of trying to protect the endpoint like we've done for the last 20 or 30 years, you have to find ways to protect the data. And that goes back to a topic we were talking earlier about machine learning. And so you should be able to tell that every day Jeff Tunn comes in and does XYZ on his computer. But today he did XYA. Why? Why did he go access this file that he's never accessed before? Someone should know that, and someone should look at that if it's a critical file. So understanding behaviors of the end users as well as the criticality of the data is really, I think, the future of preventing cyber attacks or at least mitigating them as best as possible. One of the most common, I guess, or at least publicized types of cyber attack now is ransomware, where someone clicks on something in an email and all of a sudden it encrypts their hard drive and says, you need to pay $300 using Bitcoin to this address and we'll decrypt your data. Cloud and disaster recovery as a service is a great mitigation against that, because you have multiple backups of your data. And instead of having to pull backup tapes and restoring it only to find out, well, gosh, that backup was infected as well, we have to go to the next backup and then the next backup. You can do that very rapidly in a disaster recovery as a service scenario where you're able to recover your data in a much, much faster time than you would using traditional techniques. I think bring your own device opens up some different scenarios. I think remote working in Starbucks or Panera Bread or wherever opens up some new things. I think from a security strategy perspective, you have to understand what those risks are and put things in place to mitigate those risks and protect the employee. On a bring your own device, a mobile device management piece of software, as well as an end user agreement that's strong and enforceable that says if that device is ever compromised, we are going to take over that device and we are going to clean off what we need to clean off and protect the corporate data that may be on it. Working remotely from a Starbucks or other Wi-Fi, making sure that employees understand the difference between a secure connection and an unsecure connection. One of the things I do, for example, is when I'm sitting at a public Wi-Fi, I'm not using that public Wi-Fi. I use the hotspot on my phone that encrypts the data, sends it through the VPN tunnel back to the office, rather than using the public Wi-Fi. So some of it's education, some of it's putting tools in place to help protect the end user.